Hi there, welcome back to my channel Scrap and Coffee. I had the utmost fun creating a mini album with the junk journal Furry Friends from Stamperia. I know, right? We're already halfway through February and this is my first project of the year, but let's hope it's going to be the first of many. I made a mini album using the junk journal Furry Friends from Stamperia, like I said in the intro. The junk journal is the only thing that I've used to create this mini album, of course, except for your basic materials like your chipboard and my white cardstock, but like for decorating. Just this junk journal, which makes it a really cost-effective project to make. And yeah, I'm going to show you, of course, how it turned out. And I just want to tell you before I forget that there will be a free cutting guide for this project available in my Ko-fi web shop. You can download it for free. Like I said, there's a link down below in the description box where you can find it. And there will be a 3-part video on how to create this project. It's going to be like in mostly in real time where I create. I really take my time to just take you along in creating it. Just because that's how I felt like doing it. So it's a bit longer videos, but I think hopefully you'll enjoy those longer videos. So for now, let's get into this book and let's see what I've created. So I've created this mini album that measures approximately 4.5 inches in width by 7.25 inches in height. The spine is about 1.25. But my book is lying like really flat, so like this. If you want it to be more like this, you can increase your spine slightly. I'm happy with this, but it's an option, right? I've made a little frame in the front cover just because I like that. That's optional, of course, but I'm giving you the measurements in the videos, but I also put it in the cutting guide a little bit on how I've cut my frame. I've decorated the front with a really large push-out element from this cat in the junk journal. It was just like my first go-to, like I want to use that on the cover, and that also decided the size for this album. And you see these little threads lying here. This cover uses a binding where I've been sewing the pages in, so you can see that right there. And there's only 2 pages, not much to it, but I think it's a really fun size. So I didn't do anything here. You absolutely can, but because you can see that through the cover, I just left it as is. But yeah, you can put photos on there. And I really filled this up. So all the bulk that you see is with these photo mats in there. And excuse my coughing, I've been really sick, so I'm still, like that cough always lingers a little bit. But we have a pocket here, really simple. I just put photo mats in there to fill that up. So simple pocket there. Then I have a flap here. In the cutting guide and in the construction, you will see that this flap was actually slightly bigger, but I've cut it down to make it work with my papers because I changed where I was going to place papers. You'll see that in the videos, but that is like what I did, and that's fine. Both will work, so however you do that. I've put a photo here and I've embellished it, but everything is open, so I can still like replace this for my actual photo. This is just glued down here. I have a in the junk journal book you'll find tags and cards, and I've used a lot of the tags to create tuck spaces in the album and just like use little elements there to decorate those tags a little bit more. Then we have a bigger spread here where I've chose, in this case, 2 3x4 photos. This one is glued in place and I've embellished it. This one again, this is a tuck space, so I have 1 photo here now, but I could actually add more, right? I can do another smaller photo or maybe a little journal spot, something there. And you can see this is the middle of the page. I really love how this one turned out. Then this is the middle of the book, where on one side I did a 2-flap waterfall, no closure, nothing. It will just stay put as is. Loved how this turned out. In the actual tutorial, I'm telling you that I'm going to put a different embellishment there, but it ended up being this one, and I'm really happy with that choice. And then I made photo opportunities right there on the flaps, and then again one of those tags that I've embellished a little bit. and put another small photo behind it. And it was just so much fun. This collection is so much fun to work with all the fun cats and dogs. It's just, I had a blast creating all those little layouts there. Then here I've put one of those tags, just like a little tuck spot there where you can journal on. And then behind this we can slide our photo mats behind. So this comes together pretty easy. This is one of the cards that was in the junk journal, and also this background here was actually one of the cards in the junk journal that I've just cut down to size the way it worked for me. This is something that in the beginning you need a little help to slide things behind, but the more often you do it, as you can see right now, the easier it gets. It needs to be trained a little bit. So that's that one. And we have a bigger spread again. Here I went for a smaller 3x3 photo and a 3x4 photo. I've used one of those tags that can be a journal spot, and then the photo is behind it. I thought that was fun. So there's a lot of open space here. As you can tell, you can place bigger photos, right? The largest photo mats that I have in here, like here, are 3.5 by 5 inch photos. A 6x4 would fit on the page, but it would fit exactly, right? I would in that case like put the photo down and then fill up the rest with pattern paper instead of placing it on top of the pattern paper, because the pattern paper is cut to 4 inches. So, but it will fit, you can. And then it's same thing here, one of those tags that is a tuck spot there, and then we have a smaller photo here that's just glued down. I think this one is also glued in place with some embellishments, and then I did some smaller photos here in the back pocket because I didn't want to cover too much of my embellishments there on top. I've placed it on top to reduce because all of the bulk is often happening at the bottom for me. So that's why I felt like I'm going to do the embellishments a bit more on top here. So the pages are exactly the same design, they're just mirrored. Well, not exactly the same design, only the middle part is different, right? And that's it, that's the whole album. Like I said, it's a small project. It comes together really quick, but you can see there's a lot of photo opportunity in here, smaller photos, but to me that doesn't matter. Just that one junk journal book that I've used from Stamperia to decorate this. I think this is one of my favorite albums that I've made in a long time, just because of the pattern papers. In the beginning I thought it was quite a simple, maybe too simple design, but the papers really made it come to life, so I'm really happy with that. Also during decorating, and if you follow me on Instagram you've seen it, I've placed these papers here upside down which now you can't even tell anymore. So that's like, I have a bit of a rant in the video because I messed up twice in a very short time, but hey, there's no telling right now. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I hope you like it too, and you're going to join me in just making one. You can use any pattern paper of your choice, of course. It doesn't have to be this one, but as you can tell, this is a really fun one. So I hope you enjoy it. Remember, free cutting guide will be available in my Ko-fi web shop, and the 3 tutorials, the 3 videos where we construct this project will be coming up on my channel really soon. So keep your eye open for that. For now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you really soon. Bye bye.